storm outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, how lost are you?
I'm sorry?
Well, people usually wind up at my shop for one of two reasons. One, they need some supplies to climb that mountain over yonder, and, well, this is the only good shop for a good few miles. Or two, the weather's like hell outside, as it is, and they become hopelessly disoriented, confused, and lost, wander about the icy wasteland, and occasionally die, but usually they're able to make it here.
What would you recommend for climbing the mountain?
Son, it's been a blizzard for the past hour. I can guarantee you it's not letting up anytime soon. Sit down. I got a nice cot over there. I'll warm you up some apple cider to combat the cold. Here you are. Fresh apple cider.
Thank you. Do you want something?
Oh, sorry. Figured everyone was willing to share their story.
Story?
Oh, you winded up here somehow, didn't you? Usually there's the details to how you nearly died. I arrived here. I was fine until this. Then this. Got lost. Almost got frostbite. And stumbled here. Something to that degree is usually the story.
I didn't get lost.
Which direction's the watchtower?
What?
Well, the only road close by is Snake Hill Road, about 3 miles east. There's a direct path from it to the base of this mountain, where this rinky-dink little shop resides. You came here intentionally, then the watchtower would be one of the first things you saw.
It's east?
Well, it's actually more north since the trail's so windy, but we'll say that was a fluke. Describe what was around it.
Some trees?
It's actually the one part of the forest with a clearing of no trees.
Okay, I didn't see a damn watchtower.
So you're lost.
No. Well, kinda. I mean, can you really be lost if you don't have an endpoint in mind?
So you're running.
Yeah. I guess that's what I'm doing.
Well, do I need to batten down the hatches, or is this something more mental?
No, I'm not in any danger. I just don't have anywhere to go. So I just started walking.
And you want to continue running all the way up that mountain? Through this blizzard? I got a second bed in the back, behind the counter. And enough rations to last 6 people a week, so...
Wait, you're offering to let me stay? You just met me. How do you know that I'm not, running from the cops? Like, what if I killed someone?
Well, first off, you seem a bit skittish. There's some fear for sure, so if you did murder someone, you clearly aren't too happy about it. The very fact you brought it up would make you a very good murderer, seeing as I have a phone line over there and a double-barreled shotgun loaded somewhere within 5 feet of me. But if you did, I'd still let you rest here. Keep my gun close to me in my room. Keep you around till the authorities catch up. Either way, the justice system can take care of you. But again, you don't exactly give off murderer feeling to me, if I'm completely honest with you.
How do you know?
Kid, if you've lived as long as I have, and you tend to run into various kinds of characters, we'll call them. You pick up on a few cues most folks don't even know to look out for.
Huh.
So, what got you running?
Mistakes?
My daughter was 17 years old. She was a great student, great friend, and a geeky little thing. Girl could talk for hours about Star Wars. My own doing, I suppose. I did show them to her myself. A little ray of sunshine. Her mother died when she was very young. Cancer. I worked upwards of 19-hour shifts to pay for that damn treatment. Well, her friend's mom drove her back home for school, and she just had to sit at home. Wait there. In an empty house. Knowing her mother may die, and her father is practically killing himself at work. Until the day her mother couldn't last any longer. She fought hard. But the cancer fought harder. It's an odd disease, cancer. Single cell, just decides to up and do its own thing one day. Flies under the radar, and suddenly you have to get blasted with radiation in hopes of killing the little bugger. I didn't take the death well. I'd be in my room for hours. Not just crying, but staring at the ceiling. Letting whatever form of sadness as there was just flow and crush me. I wasn't there for my daughter too much. In hindsight, I probably should have been more focused on her. Years passed, and things seemed to get better. We moved on. Grew. I went back to work. Played with my daughter. She continued to do well in school, and everything seemed okay. It's the thing about life sometimes. The big problems are the really big ones. You don't tend to even realize they're there until they're too big to ignore. I didn't realize how her mother passed and how I reacted affected, and planted a seed in my daughter. A bad one. Her poor little brain got convinced it was her fault. In some twisted way, it was her fault for not doing anything. I was at work, working my fingers to the bone. So the years went on, and that seed sprouted into a sapling and a tree. In her head, she had to make good grades. She had to perform well in school. She had to play a sport she didn't even like because she saw how proud it made everyone. How proud it made me. She never stopped. Even in classes that were hard on her, she would stay up for hours at a time, studying to barely make an A. As her friend's circle grew, she was the fulcrum, the crutch that held everything together. She was the soul, the shoulder to lean on, the rock to support you, She was a little angel. But the thing is, when you live to please others and it becomes so important to you, you stop living for yourself. Doesn't matter how content or satisfied you may feel, you just have to make sure everyone else is. And that makes the setbacks, the things no person can change or solve alone, feel like failures. And the failures feel like a gash to your very being, because if you live for others and you don't help them, well then what does your life even mean? I didn't know anything was going on with her. But the problems that are the most important are the ones that tend to hide. I didn't even know there was a problem until I was alone in that house.
Why did you tell me that?
Pain incites pity, but true pain can mend wounds.
I'm sorry. She sounded lovely.
She was. You fall into that mental cage, a so-called mistake feels like you've let everyone down. The note she left me was an apology. Because she thought that she was a disappointment. At the time, when I first read it, I let out a quick chuckle before tears gripped my throat. I was so proud of her. And she never saw that. I never told her enough. So I moved further north, into this old shack. And now I'm talking to a cold kid who wants to scale a damn mountain in a blizzard. Why do you think I told you all of that?
To mend wounds?
That, and to show that one loss isn't just forgotten. Everyone leaves ripples in the lake. So, that bed back there is free, and how about this? I know it's probably a lot for you right now. So how about I let you work some shifts here for a few days, stock some shelves, help some folks out with directions, and you just sit on everything for a bit.
I think that would be good for me.
Good lad. Well, make yourself at home. Feel free to open up the fridge. Got some leftover pizza in there. Turn up the thermostat to whatever temperature you need it at. And
Hey, is it okay for me to use your phone?
be my guest.
Hey, Mom.